This model kit review is of the C-45F Expeditor, and it's a 1/48 scale model by Revell, and this is actually Revell of Germany, so they have some of the German instructions there. And here we have the dimensions. Actually on the back they have a picture of the finished model with some of the details and the colors needed. Let's have a look inside. So we have our very detailed, nicely printed instructions there. And let's open up our screws. So first of all, these are probably for the pilot figures. Looking at these, we have fair level of detail, very nicely molded on most of these parts. These engines really are very basic looking. We have some cockpit parts, propellers nicely molded, and the wheels are nicely molded too. Our tail, stabilizer, the seats, fairly well molded. There's the other side of the wheels. Again, the engines leave a lot to be desired. Here's our instrument panel, part of the cockpit here. And all these extra pieces for the inside property of the passenger bay. These actually might be for the engines. To see what these are for, probably maybe for the wheel wells. Here's our top of the wing, and recessed panel lines, nicely molded, no real mold lines or flashing. The fuselage will sit there. And here's the other side, and some details here on the inside, and actually very nicely molded, like all of this. Here's the cockpit, sorry, the fuselage, and the inside of the cockpit here. Not much detail there. We'll have to look and see if we build that separately. And here's our tail gear, but fairly nicely molded. Here's our canopy glass and windows. And let's have a look at our instructions and decals. So first of all, here are the decals. These are some very nice decals, instrument panel, and different options if you wanted a British version or a United States version. So the required colors. And let's have a look. There are 2 additional colors needed. They have the instrument listing, the parts listing there. We start off with the inside of the fuselage, and the windows, bulkheads get put on, and then the cockpit is built with the instrument panel. That's then put in there. Then the seats are put in. The other side of the fuselage is built, and the fuselage is then put together. The landing gear are built. And it looks like those are the rear bulkheads of the engine, the firewalls. Once the landing gear are put together, put inside the wings, and the engines are then built. Not a huge amount of detail. And the ailerons are put on. Remaining seats are put in. Control stick, wings are put together. and our seats are put in, exhausts, tail, and the wing is mounted to the fuselage. Here's our tail stabilizer and two tails that's then put together, and then wheels. Here's our tail wheel and main gear and propellers with spinners, and then door and rigging. Here is the United States version decal and paint guide, and here's the Royal Navy version, the British version. So all in all, very nicely molded model. Really nice to have these detailed colored instructions. The decals are great. Fair amount of detail. One thing is lacking is these engines are just dismal.